Hello YouTube, Legos by Scott here, and I'm sure you're wondering, why is there no Lego in front of the camera? Well, today is actually a bit of a different review. I'm going to be talking about Fan Expo Canada and doing a little review of some of the things that I've purchased over the years and kind of a little prelude to what I'm going to be seeing this year in about a week. So, first things first, if you don't know what Fan Expo Canada is, it is one of North America's largest comic conventions, and it's the biggest in Canada. It happens once a year in Toronto, and yeah, it's absolutely huge. There's well over, I think, about 130,000 people that come through the doors over the weekend. There's, I don't know how many thousands of exhibitors, and there's usually about 50 or 60 good guests that come, including comic book guests, celebrity guests, voice actors, you name it. So it's a really amazing convention. I started going a couple years ago, making the trip. It is absolutely wonderful. There's so much stuff to buy, so many amazing celebrities to meet. I will warn you, it first of all is expensive, like any other good thing in the world. It is expensive, and the other thing too is it's very crowded. Fan Expo Canada is a busy place. It seems like a really big convention center, which it is, but once you get 100,000 people in there, it gets pretty crowded. So if you're not one for big crowds and you don't like waiting in lines, it's probably not for you. But as you can see behind you, I got a couple different things that I got over the years. We'll start with this tin right here. When you buy the premium pass, you usually get something of some sort of collectible in your bag. So I got this last year. This Fan Expo Star Trek tin, since they were doing all of the anniversary celebrations then. And then nice, like I said, premium pass holder. Here's your thing right here. And if you are going to go, I recommend getting the premium pass because premium pass gets you, you can buy like all the photo ops and tickets earlier and for special events, and then there's also a premium lounge. So if you're tired on your feet for standing all day, you can go to the actual lounge and sit because it's really hard to find chairs in other places around the convention center. And you get a free bag. I'll show you the bag right here. I won't fit in the entire camera, but you basically get a big bag. I picked the Frank Miller one last year just because he was kind of the highlight comic book guests, and then I also got this big print here that also came in there as well. So it's a really good deal. That way you get access to all 4 days. You get in early on the Thursday as well, and then you just get early access to a lot of different things. So I really recommend that. That's what I've been doing. And let's show you a couple of things. This is the only really Lego orientated thing that I got over the years, was actually this print right here. I forget the artist's name, but basically he's the guy that he does a lot of the artwork for the Lego comic books that you get in like DC and Marvel sets. He also does some of the box art. So anyways, he was there. I bought this print. He signed the bottom, and this is a really cool addition to my my retro Batman Lego collection. So that's where I leave that. Now, the first year I went, so this would have been 2 years ago, there was a lot of Harry Potter people there. So, and I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and well, we met Tom Felton, got him to sign that. Really nice guy. You wouldn't think so just because Malfoy is kind of, well, he's Malfoy, he's kind of rude and not the friendliest of characters, but he's an absolutely, he's a wonderful person, Tom Felton, and if you ever have a chance to meet him, I highly recommend it. And then the other group that we met was actually James and Oliver Phelps, the twins. They were there, really cool guys. They're literally just like their characters in the movies. They're so funny and friendly, and yeah. So we met both of them here and got them to sign the same photo. They signed together. They pretty much do everything together, which is really cool. Next one, this was the big highlight. He wasn't originally supposed to come, and then in the last week and a half, the Phelps twins, they basically convinced him to go. So Rupert Grint, or Ron Weasley, as he's most famously known for, came to Fan Expo, and he was a very busy line. Took a long time to get through it, but he was definitely worth it. I have not seen him go to like any other conventions, so that was really cool. And that's another thing too I should add is, for some reason, I think Fan Expo Canada does a really good job of bringing in unique people. You know, there's those group of 100 or so comic book guests and artists and celebrities that literally go to every convention. They just tour around, like Shatner, for example. He's a cool guy. I haven't met him, but he literally goes to conventions like once a week. But but a guy like Rupert Grint, though, I've never seen him go to conventions. So really cool that Fan Expo was able to get him. Now, the other photo I got, this is actually from this previous year, was this guy. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are looking at like, who the heck is this guy? This is Eldon Henson. Now, if you've watched the Hunger Games films, and if you know who Pollux is, I guess in the last two, he's one of the cameramen from the movie. This is actually Eldon Henson. If you've also watched Daredevil, he's also in Daredevil as well. But I most commonly know him when he was on the Mighty Ducks. So I got him to sign this. And then the other person is, I am a huge X-Files fan. And the one and only Gillian Anderson was there. Super duper nice person. I loved meeting her. She was so friendly. We met her for the autograph, and then I went to get a photo op with her later, and she remembered who I was, and she was just a really wonderful person to meet. Highly recommend it if you ever get the chance. Not the friendliest of people, but was really cool to meet her nonetheless, was Haley Atwell. She showed up there for one day, signed autographs for a few hours, and we waited in line and met her, and I'm glad I did, just because I love her character. I love Peggy and stuff from the movies, but, she was just kind of like, signed it, and, here you go. No extra side conversation, which I guess, the celebrities, they don't have to do that, it's already, I guess, enough that they're there, but when you do get that extra little treatment, it makes it really, really special, and yeah, she just wasn't one for that. Okay, the next photo I have is probably my most valuable one. I definitely spent the most on this, was last year. Mark Hamill came by, and as you can see, I did not get him to write to Scott on here because I want to retain the value of this bad boy. This was like one of the first conventions he'd been to in a long time. He's gone to a few more since then, but definitely glad to have gotten the opportunity to meet this guy, especially since the Star Wars movies just don't stop, and he's still in them, and his autograph's only going to go up in value, so really cool, and he was so friendly and hilarious, and just an awesome guy to meet, Mark Hamill. And then the last one here I'm going to show you guys that I got autographed was actually from last year, and I gotta tell you, we waited in line probably for about a total of like 4 hours, split between 2 days, because the first day he left, and then the second day we had to wait in line. And but you know what? If you go to a comic book convention, I know he goes to lots of them, but you gotta meet this guy. He's the legend. He's the one and only. It's Stan Lee. I don't know what to get him to get signed. I don't got any Golden Age or whatever comic books, but I had this one, The Amazing Spider-Man number 700. This is when they kind of ended the series and then revamped it, and I thought, you know what, Spider-Man is his baby, so I got him to sign it right in the middle. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram for a lot more Legos by Scott coming to you soon. Alright, so until next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching.